going to walk you through how to set up a prospect in Prospect Manager. When you're logged in, you're going to click on Prospect Manager. Here you'll click Add. You'll put the name in. Email. You'll select whether you want it to go on a, how frequently you want it to be sent to them. It'll be either, you can select daily, weekly, monthly, as soon as possible. I'm going to leave it as daily. If you select weekly or monthly, you can choose the other parameters, so the day of the week, or should have let you. It doesn't allow me to select the date. I guess it always goes on a Sunday, but I'm going to leave it as daily. If people are searching, most likely that's what they're going to want anyway. You can select whether you want it to email you, add to email your prospect. Emailing you will tell you each time that your prospect gets an email. You can check it in the system, but this would at least let you know that they're getting an email, and you'll know what they're looking at. You can create a login for your client to be able to go into their own portal. You can change this if you need to. Here you can say, take a look. Oops. At the listing, and let me know if you are interested in just interested. Okay, and then you'll put your signature. Here, most likely you'll put your own signature. You know, your email signature with all your information in the body of that email, and I'm going to click OK. So now my prospect is set up. One thing I didn't say at the beginning is make sure that you don't have a pop-up blocker over here. If something fails, it's going to be due to this pop-up blocker. I'm working in Chrome. The pop-up blocker is true for any browser. It's managed a little differently in each browser. All right, so we're going to go on now. I've set up my prospect. I still have to set up my search. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to click search. And I'm going to select active. I'm working with residential. If you want to send, you have to send each property type separately. If you have a very generic property, or you have a very generic search, you could use cross property. But if your client wants to know, for example, number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, you have to make sure that you're working in a search that allows you to search for that. That wouldn't be in land. It wouldn't be in, well, it wouldn't be in land. I think that's the only one that would be just excluded from that. So cross property wouldn't work, because cross property only has the fields that allow you to search all the properties, and bedroom, bathroom wouldn't be there. Okay, so I'm going to select active and active recall. Whoops. Single family. I want to put in 4 bedrooms to 5 bedrooms in Tompkins County, in Ithaca. I can click search. Gives me 13 properties. I'm going to go ahead and save that to my prospect. So it'll bring this screen back up again and click OK. Now I've saved it to my prospect. I'll go back here, and now I've got, you see this, there's a couple more icons here. Now I can go and decide what I want to send. So the initial search doesn't automatically go to your prospect. You have to tell it to send those listings. So if I go in here and I select a couple of listings, I'm just going to select the top 3 for demonstration purposes. I'm going to add them to my cart. Those are the 3 I want them to get, and I'm going to go back. Now you see I've got 3 in the cart. I can click email. If I want to send those to those 3 initial, I can email them right from here. Click send, or send with my email. I'm not going to do that because I don't want, well, yeah, I don't want the email. I can look at the prospects cart. This is what they're going to see from their email or from their prospect card. So right now they've got those 3 listings that I put into the prospect card, right? They can do a couple of things here. They can schedule a showing, and you're going to get a notice. I'll just schedule a showing here just so you can see. I'll schedule it for the 19th. And then you see it says to be shown, but waiting your confirmation. So you're going to tell the person whether you're available that day. I want to see it at, excuse me, 3:15 in the afternoon, and I'm going to schedule my showing. I'll show you what that looks like. So on their cart, see it says to be shown, awaiting confirmation. You can, the client can rate it. They can also search for additional listings. So go in here, and I can say, I want to change my parameter to send me 2 bedrooms to 5 bedrooms. Okay? And I can return to my search. Oh, wait. Do search. You have to, I'm sorry, we have to go in and actually search it and then add them to my cart. So I can go here, I want this one, I want that one, I want to add this one. All right, so I've added them to my cart. I'm now the client adding things to my cart. If I go in here and look at it, it will show the extra listings that I just selected. And I can do the same thing. I can schedule a showing. I can rate them. I can do any of these functions. I can also look at it. All right. So, so now I've set up my prospect. I've set up the criteria. I've sent them an email. I can check here to see if there's been any emails sent from. So these would be the automatic emails. Obviously, there's nothing been added in the last 3 minutes. But when things are added that meet the criteria, it's going to automatically send them an email from here on a daily basis, because that's what I set up in the initial prospect setup. I can clone this listing, so if I need to make it, set it up for another person, I could do that. And that should get you started. If I want to take it off, I can if I want to make a change, I can use checked. I can select it, go to use checked, and I can email the prospect. I can delete the prospect. I can extend the expiration date. You see it expires in September. I can extend that if I need to. So I can set up mailing labels and so on. So hopefully this will help when they, refresh this. So see, I set that as I pretended to be the client. You see down here now I have set up a showing request that I can say so here you can select confirm the showing, click save. So now when I come over here to my prospect cart, see it says that that's going to work fine. Comes back to the client. All right, give us a call if you have any more questions. Thanks.